Asher. And Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
This is the Pipeman here on the Adventures of Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I'm here with
James from Rough Justice.
And I'm Ed from Rough Justice.
Nice, here at Bloodstock, man. That's pretty freaking cool.
Hell yeah, it's been awesome today, yeah. It's my first time at the festival. It's been unbelievable. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a festival. Happy to be here. Really enjoying it.
So, what got you to Bloodstock?
About 13 years of writing and recording music that we love. We're not a very active band, but it's nice to get a bit of recognition from playing, representing our city over the years. And yeah, I think people like the music we play. We're a hardcore band. We're used to kind of like smaller crowds and that sort of stuff, but it's awesome to play at Bloodstock, definitely.
And so, what was the vibe for you here? You know, like, how did it feel? Was it what you expected or more?
I think the vibe was absolutely perfect. I think we inject a bit of energy into the stage that we played. We had a post-rock band on we had a post-rock band on before us who were really, really good. My Diligence. And I think for us to come on and like kind of change the vibe a little bit, like bit more energy and everything, was really exciting. Yeah, really cool, really exciting.
Yeah, and so how do so many good artists come out of Sheffield?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Yeah, there's a long, long history. You know, you even go like, regardless of genre. You know, you've got like Arctic Monkeys, Pulp, going back a long time.
You can even go back to Def Leppard.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
You know?
But you know, like our era is more. Grew up listening to like Bring Me the Horizon and While She Sleeps and that sort of stuff. So I think we've got a lot of the bands from Sheffield all have very, very unique sounds. I feel like, and I don't really know where that comes from, but I feel like we are another example of that, where I can't really put us in any box, but we kind of like that we don't really sound like many other bands. So I don't know, something in the water.
I love that too, because I find that a lot of bands nowadays use like a formula, and I come from the old days where bands were in the same genre and they didn't sound alike.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And then now it's like so many sound alike. I love hearing bands like you that are unique, have your own sound, your own influences. Even Bring Me the Horizon, like the changes that they've made. A lot of people give them hate. I think it's cool, man.
Yeah, man.
Like I always said in an interview, why do I want to write the same song over and over again?
Yeah, so true. Yeah.
So, as somebody that's from America and has now interviewed a bunch of Sheffield bands that I really didn't, before that, I had no clue that Sheffield like was this like epicenter of great fucking music. Like, what do you think it is about Sheffield? What is the scene like there?
The scene's very, very good at the minute. Like, from growing up watching a lot of like hardcore bands that friends were playing and stuff, there's a lot of like smaller venues in Sheffield, and I think one of the things that works for Sheffield is the fact there's a lot of like physical space. It's an old industrial city, so there's a lot of like practice rooms and like, you know, in industrial units and that sort of thing. So a lot of like repurposed space for people to like actually play music in and stuff. And for us, the hardcore scene in Sheffield used to be really good like just before we got into it, but as we got into it, it wasn't too great, and we saw an opportunity to kind of like fill a space, didn't we? But yeah, I don't really know. I can't put my finger on what it is exactly, really.
And that's good too, because it's just, I don't know, I guess you're just born that way there. What was that one moment for each one of you that you knew this is what you wanted to do?
Well, I mean, by no means are we a band that just does this. We all have our own lives. You know, we've all got stuff going on, but our band has always been a band that has done it for enjoyment of playing the same kind of music that we want to play and injecting our own kind of influences on it. And I think that's testament to why we're still together 13 years later, because we never kind of set out making this band to be like, right, we're gonna do this for like some career or anything.
Right.
We've just been a band that's like, we like metal, we like hardcore, we like all this music, let's just play some riffs and see what happens. And like, it brings us to Bloodstock. It's really cool.
Yeah.
For me, it was the scariness of hardcore. We're seeing limbs in the air, people trying to hurt each other. Element of danger was something that really got me. And it's quite someone who's quite, I don't know, I'm quite a sensitive person. You know, I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But I like that element of danger of hardcore.
And it's also a good place to get all the bullshit out of you, spent in the world, your life, and everything else, instead of danger out there that could get you in big trouble.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, hardcore is one of those kind of genres where it's one of those things like when you go to a hardcore gig, I think it's arguably the same with metal. You go to one of those gigs and for someone who doesn't listen to it, it sounds quite scary and it might sound quite terrifying. But really, when you're there watching a band and you're there in the pit and, you know, the band's playing, it's almost paradoxically, it's the nicest place to be.
Right.
It's really, really nice place to be. It's like the most welcoming place to be. And I was at Bloodstock last year watching some bands and there were pits going on, like circle pits, and people would fall over. And the trope is people fall over and everyone picks them up and all that. But it's true. I think from the outside in, it very much seems like an angry place to be. And it is an angry place to be because it vents a lot of kind of those emotions. But when you're listening to it and when you're there consuming it as a listener at festivals like Bloodstock, do you know what I mean? It's not an angry place, it's a happy place. And
right.
I think that's something that's brought us all together, 100%.
That's the irony. Like, people think it's such an angry place, and I think you're angry going in, but then, like, for me even, grin ear to ear, like, in all that anger. That's the key right there.
Yeah. I always think with hardcore, with metal, there's very much a sense of, like, we're all in this together.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's something we should protect. Really think that's something we should protect and keep his finger on.
I think if we want to solve all the world's problems right now, we should just have one festival that the whole world is supposed to go to, and one big mosh pit.
If everyone
and work it all out.
If everyone in the world was into metal and hardcore,
we'd
be laughing. We'd be laughing because festivals like this, everyone's happy.
Exactly.
So blow that up and we'll be sound. We'll be sound.
And I think we're happy because we do have an outlet for our anger and the shit that is going on in the world and the things that are going on in our head. And you can just disappear from all that and get it all out. I had something really tragic happen last year. The next day, I was in a Slayer pit, and I just left it all in the fucking pit. And I walked out of there, and I was fine.
That's what it's all about, man. Yeah, I think like I said earlier, I'm a very calm person, and I think I can attribute a lot of that to be able to play gigs and also be in the mosh pit myself and get it all out. And I feel way better after doing that sort of thing. So.
And it does make you calmer after you 100%. Get it out.
Yeah.
The people that are really pissed off because they have no outlet. Yeah. So the anger just sits and stews in them.
Yeah, just mosh hard, you'll feel better.
There it is.
Metal's the best medicine.
No doubt about it. 1,000,000%. How do people reach out to you guys to check out all your socials, merch, everything?
Yeah, nice one. Yeah, we're on Instagram at Rough Justice MLV LTD. That's the Instagram. That's pretty much where we are. You can find our merch and stuff on mlvltd.com. Anything
else you want to talk about that we haven't covered already that you want people to know? Besides your new single.
Yeah, just want to say, pay attention to what's going on in your local scene, in your local area. That's why we're here, I think, because we've always been a part of the local shit going on where we're from. You should do the same.
I'll just say, never listen to a band because they're uncool to listen to.
Nice.
That's all I'll say. Never listen to a band because they're uncool to listen to. If a band's not cool, that doesn't mean you shouldn't listen to them.
That's right.
That's it.
I love it. And tell them real quick about the new single and anything else you want to get off your chest.
Yeah, we released Faith in Vain, our last LP, a couple of years ago, and we've got some really, really good tunes in the pipeline. They're sounding really good. Developing our sound further. It's getting more exciting, and hopefully be back at Bloodstock soon.
I hope so too. And I gotta tell you, your band name, I never talk about band names, but it's the perfect name for everything we just talked about, because the pit
100%, man.
is the Rough Justice place.
Rough Justice.
Love it. Thanks a lot for being here at Bloodstock, and thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman.
Thank you very much.
Michelle Kerr was my press officer for my entire fucking career here in the UK. My entire career with Machine Head. She recently passed away, and it was a very, very sad day. And I can tell you the reason that I'm going to tell this story is because she was family. She was Bloodstock family. She was heavy metal UK family. Most of the bands that you know and love, you probably heard of because of that woman right there. Slipknot, Slayer, Machine Head, Trivium, Killswitch Engage, Hatebreed, you name it. She helped lift everybody up, man. She helped lift everybody up. And in so many ways, she helped make this entire music scene, this incredible, beautiful community that lives here at Bloodstock, man. She helped make it. So ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Michelle Kerr.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.